How top 6 upper moons died in Demon Slayer. Let's start with upper rank 6, Gyutaro and Daki. During Demon Slayer's Entertainment District arc, Gyutaro and Daki fought against Tanjiro, Tengen Uzui, Inosuke Hashibara, Zenitsu Agatsuma, and Nezuko Kamado. Although Iguro Obanai referred to them as the lowly upper 6, the battle to defeat them still decimated an entire city and forced Tengen, the Sound Hashira, into early retirement after losing his left hand and left eye. Gyutaro was decapitated by Tanjiro with an assist by Tengen, while Daki was beheaded by a joint attack from Zenitsu and Inosuke. Like most demons, their impending demise returned their memories of their lives as humans, and Gyutaro and Daki reaffirmed their love for each other as brother and sister and went to hell together. Just to keep it interesting, let's switch the upper rank 5 and 4 in the list. Upper rank 4, Hatengu. Hatengu attacked the swordsmith village alongside Gyoko and battled against Tanjiro, Nezuko, Genya Shinazagawa, and Mitsuri Kanroji. Hatengu was unique in that being decapitated only made him stronger. He split into 7 different bodies over the course of the battle, while Tanjiro and the others struggled to find the real body whose beheading would kill him. Although Hatengu was defeated by Tanjiro, his forcing Nezuko into the sunlight only for her to survive exposure was the only time in Demon Slayer that Muzan enthusiastically praised one of his demons. Like Gyoko, Hatengu didn't have much time to reflect upon his human memories as most dying demons do. His corpse was caught in the sunlight immediately after his beheading. By the way guys, I forgot to tell you that my colleague Olivia challenged me to double up my subscriber count by the end of this month, so that I can take her on a date. I'm giving my best, but it's not possible without your little effort. Please help me go on my first date. Upper rank 5, Gyoko. Gyoko was one of the upper rank demons who attacked the titular village in Demon Slayer's Swordsmith Village arc. Facing off against the Mist Hashira, Muichiro Tokito, Gyoko was the only upper rank in the series who 1v1'd Hashira and lost. Gyoko was an artist whose pride in his grotesque creations, using corpses of those he'd killed, ultimately led to his own demise. As a fellow artist, Gyoko became distracted by Haganezuka's dedication to sword polishing and opted to hold off on finishing off a wounded Muichiro. Tokito then manifested his mark and effortlessly decapitated Gyoko with his mist-breathing 7th form, obscuring clouds. Unlike other demons, Gyoko didn't have time to lament his actions or regain his human memories, as Muichiro split Gyoko's decapitated head in half to get him to stop talking. Upper rank 3, Akaza. After his debut in the Mugen Train arc, Akaza didn't see action again until Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle arc. Squaring off against Tanjiro and Giyu Tomioka, Akaza proved himself to be genuinely unbeatable. His compass needle ability allowed him to predict his opponent's moves, and even when Tanjiro neutralized the compass needle and decapitated him, Akaza's headless body continued fighting while his head regenerated. The exhausted Tanjiro and Giyu would have died at Akaza's hands if being decapitated hadn't triggered Akaza's memories of his human life. As a young martial artist named Hakuji, he lost his fiancée and teacher when a rival dojo poisoned their well. He became a demon when Kibutsuji came in to investigate the demon-level carnage that Hakuji had inflicted on the rival dojo. When Akaza remembered his late fiancée, he became remorseful over the monster he'd become and obliterated his own freshly regenerated head, allowing himself to die. Upper rank 2, Doma. During the Infinity Castle arc, Doma was first confronted by the insect Hashira, Shinobu Kocho, whom he quickly consumed after her poisons failed to kill him. Kanao Suyuri and Inosuke then teamed up to fight, but they were no match for him until the 37 kilograms of wisteria poison he had inadvertently ingested by consuming Shinobu began to melt his body. Doma was described by Kanao, accurately, as completely empty inside. Even as he was dying, Doma acknowledged that he didn't feel anger at losing or even fear of dying. but rather he felt the same thing he'd always felt even as a human: nothing. After being decapitated by Kanao and Inosuke, Doma experienced his first emotion in his entire life when he met Shinobu in the afterlife and, despite her hatred for him, began to develop a crush on her. Upper Rank 1. Kokoshibo. Kokoshibo was the final upper rank to die during the Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle arc. Muichiro, Genya, Sanemi Shinazugawa, and Gyome Himajima fought together against Kokoshibo, though Muichiro and Genyo were no match for him and were killed. Sanemi and Gyome decapitated Kokoshibo, but he successfully regenerated his head, just as Akaza had. However, the wound from Muichiro's burning red blade caused his body to disintegrate anyway. As his body withered away, Kokoshibo reflected on his human life as Michikatsu Sugokuni, the twin brother of Yorichi. Michikatsu always felt inferior to his brother because only Yorichi could wield the all-powerful sun-breathing technique. He chose to become a demon so he could live forever and improve his sword skills, though as he died, he admitted he just wanted to be as strong as Yorichi. Deaths of demons is their fate and necessary, but have you watched some of the saddest deaths in Demon Slayer that will make you cry? No? Man, how can you miss that? Watch it before you forget.